after two really nice flights of the big Icon A5. It's going to be the DZ Icon A5. Found it in a local Orlando hobby shop that was going out of business. I got it for like $100 or something. It was great, or less. Well, I'm going to have to retire this. My neighbor gave it to me after many times of prying it into the space where
12.6 volts.
where the
flaps down.
taking off
Flaps up.
into the space where it goes into the timber. It folded a wire back or something and burnt a wire into. So rather than repair it or
11.9 volts.
do like a lot of folks do, and they'll go in and start separating packs. I guess that's what you do if you live in Alaska and you have a hard time getting stuff. But what I'm going to do is drop an axe on it and give it the Viking funeral and
11.9 volts.
throw it away. Yeah, what a nice morning. I don't know why I'm a fatalist, but I figured that old DZ Icon A5 would be on the in the trash dumpster, taking my camera with it. So speaking of which, this thing here, I got
11.7 volts.
which I hate to. I need to pull the Velcro off of it and replace it. It's funny. Eric called me out on Velcro for whatever reason. I'm going to use the term Velcro backwards, and I put the hair on
11.7 volts.
the object that I needed to, put the camera on, and eventually that would come back and bite me years later because the hair dies. The hook or loop, what is it? Hook loop. So it'd be the loop dies, and it died on a lot of my stuff. But I'd already committed.
11.7 volts.
Never given it any thought. Beaver. There you go, Els. Psst, psst, psst. Beaver. Did you catch it? Oh, we got to get a little quicker. So I'll go back and upload this video.
11.6 volts.
I'm going to fly my Tundi here a couple of times on the beach. I think floats are going to go back on Tundi, is how that's going to go. Here it comes, El. Remember when I flew it into the tree next to me?
11.7 volts.
Like a dumbass. Oh, and I flew the DZ Icon A5 in mid rates, high rates. I need to remember that
11.4 volts.
because I had plenty of control. In fact, boy, if I'm smart, I'll just go ahead and move the high rates to mid rates where I leave my switch in general, and I won't have to think about it, but we'll see. High of 85 today. It's been just hot as blazes already. I say already, it's actually been hotter in years past earlier, so in fairness to Florida. Mentioned that they're going to come get all my equipment today, to include my handgun, and I'll get it back unless something particularly weird goes on. And then they come and get my work truck Monday, and then next Thursday I'm gainfully will be my last day, let's say at midnight. And next Friday I need to drive down and get my carry conceal permit
11.3 volts.
from our good friends at the Department of Agriculture. In fact, I ought to call them jokers today just to be certain. I spoke with Luanda, who had to put me on hold, and she goes, all you need is a letter from the agency. And I'm like, okay.
11.4 volts.
Mail my first check off for health insurance, which is $1,500 per month. That's a mortgage payment. And I'll pay it and more until I hit age 65. Isn't that crazy? We got to get a handle on our health insurance. God damn it. I mean. Beaver.
11.1 volts.
Yeah, so Tim B gets wheels on it, or wheels off of it probably today or tomorrow, and put the floats back on. It looks better anyway. I'll be flying it out here 4S off the water. I can't remember whether I flew 4S with
11.2 volts.
with floats on, but I believe it did. Oh, a little woof at the end, huh?
11.2.
Interesting watching interesting watching Oz, or Into the Tube Deep, go head on with a former film producer
11.1 volts.
of zombie movies. I mean, my God, you can't make this stuff up. So what happened was In the Tube Deep videos girls' asses and stuff when he's heading down to the beach to fly. And he got this one girl
11.1 volts.
bending over, and he says, words to the effect of perving. He's just using an adjective to describe the irony that we're not actually perving on women's bottoms, but enjoying them, and it's okay. So this guy allows that he
11 volts.
is the producer of these fucking zombie movies that I watched 8 minutes and 40 seconds of. 1986 zombie movie. And he was into special effects. And it's funny, he gave his resume, and he's one of those, what I call near-bout has-beens. He was near-bout in this life of getting an Oscar and all these other awards for his great work, and people tutelaged under him. And what he forgets is that everybody knows these bullshit resumes. A guy tuteled under him. But unfortunately what happens is just like many trades, like an electrician's assistant and that sort of thing, if the person has any kind of talent, they're gone, right? And they get better because they are better, frankly. So anyway, this guy's a massive has-been. And it's funny because I get camp. I get campy movies. I love camp. It's awesome. This guy's movie, well, the first one I tolerated 8 minutes and 40 seconds of, was unbelievably bad. And I'm liberal when it comes to movies. I really am. Oh my God. And it's that age-old argument. What he's doing is these zombie movies where the first few frames are people's guts laid out all over the place, and he somehow, in his tiny mind, thinks that's appropriate. Violence, even in his term, let's say campy violence. It's still fucking violence. But to show a girl's bottom is just prohibited. Yeah, get your head out of your ass, dude. Absolute insanity. It's funny how skewed folks' senses of perceptions are. Violence begats violence. And when you show it, even in the form of campy zombie movies, you're conditioning people's minds to think it's okay. And I'm not in any way, shape, or form advocating the lack of violence when it comes to these movies, because frankly, as humans, we're pretty violent people. Creatures. But I'm just saying,
10.9 volts.
to show an ass in a bikini, yeah, not so much a problem. It really isn't. Sex isn't your problem, it's violence. And in a related
10.9 volts.
thought process, love me some Dirty Harry movies. And the good and the bad and the ugly, and just about any other violent movie I can watch. Beautiful airplane, just beautiful.
11 volts.
Making 100% certain I don't fork around and bang it into a tree. Did you get it, Ellie? Did you get it? Monkeys?